Hey guys, Jay here. This is smarthelping.com. Just giving you a little update on the Smart Helping Billable Stats tracker that I've had for a couple years on here. Um, Two reasons. One, this will give clients an idea of how much time a job might take on average and how much it's taken in the past, as well as how much on average um, clients have paid in the past in total. And I've done some cohort things. The number two reason for doing this is to show you potentially things that you might want to do for your e-commerce business that I can build out. Now, this is all automated, and I've integrated into the website here at smarthelping.com. So you can see these charts all update automatically, and all I have to do is just change the data, as I enter new data for clients about billings, all this updates in real time. So now all I have to do each year is just change the start year, and it'll just do 5 years worth of information. Now, to automate this, what I've done is on this database, and I'm not showing you all the columns because there's columns over here with actual data in it with clients' names and emails and stuff, but I'm using one database that simply has the date of the billable transaction, how much it was, how much was uh, billed out, and how many hours, and what cohort the client was in. And by cohort, I just mean, did they join in 2020? Was their first year in 2020, 21, 22? I just did 5 years worth. Um, and that these are each of the different cohort tabs here. And then the data tab has the consolidated. So I thought this was quite interesting. It's going to be useful for me as well. And note, this doesn't include template sales. It's just billable hours. So what I've done here is in this chart, we're just pulling the total hours. There's a column over here that has a unique list of client emails, and it shows the total hours charged to that client in each of the past 5 years. And then so this is lifetime billed. And that's just going to be the average of this if this is above zero, and this is just taking the total billings for each client. And this is lifetime. This is not over the past 5 years. This is, obviously I've been doing this for longer than 5 years. So you might see data in here that's not in the past 5 years, which is fine. I think it's useful because I want people to see, over time, the jobs have started to take a little bit longer, but not much. On average, we're looking at, that 2 to 4 hour range is typical. And outliers would be 8 to 10 hours, I'd say. There's a few jobs. If you go here, 14. Here's a long-term client, 88 hours. 12, but you can see most of them are in that 1 to 2 hour range. A couple big ones. Um, but yeah, I think this is interesting to see for potential clients, just to give you just some idea of what it might cost. Now, notice here, you can see in 2024, the average amount paid is much higher. And that's obviously because I've raised my rates quite a bit. And the average hour per client has gone up a tad here from up to 3.9, which is the highest in the past 5 years. And the total bill is the highest here. I've also gone further. We've got the average billable rate over time. And this makes sense. I remember being at 165 for quite a while. Then the beginning of this year, I went 195, and then in August, I went 275. So this is average. Total hours billed across all billables. This is all the work I've done for Smart Helping clients each year and active clients in each year. Did some speedometers. Um, oh, then I did cohort. So this is kind of interesting. This shows you for everybody that joined in 2020 that was active client, how many were still active in 2021, 22, 23. So my retention rate is, 113% 5.5, 120% 5. Basically, from what I've gathered here, my long-term retention rate is about 5% of clients that I do work for end up being long-term clients, essentially is what this is saying. And I'll keep keeping track of this. Also did by cohort the total lifetime hours. So if you joined in 2020, how many total hours in spend did you have? If you joined in 2024, or 3 or 2 or 1. How many total hours did you have if 2024 was the first year that you had a billable? What was your total lifetime hours in total spend? Um, and that's pretty much it. So I love it though. It's so much nicer than my old way of doing this, and I don't really have to do anything. I use import ranges and some protected sheets to make all the stuff live and run um, automatically. You can see on the actual site here, I put it on the hire page and request page. It's the same charts that I just showed you, but they're here populating live. So anybody could go check that out. And I think that's valuable for a couple different reasons. Um, yep, so that's about all I got for you today. Now tomorrow I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time building a new financial model. I was going to do battery storage, but turns out no, it's going to be a single solar farm model to look at the economics of a single farm. Very obviously could vary in size and all kinds of different assumptions. And then I might tack on the option of some type of energy arbitrage or I can't remember what they call it, battery arbitrage, where you're trying to store the energy when prices are low and then when the prices go up, sell it. That might be an option, but the main thing I'm going to do is a solar farm. I've done a wind farm, but the wind farm model was over 5 sites, so it was a little bit higher level assumptions. This solar farm is going to be just for one solar farm, so it'll be more detailed, but only for one location. So that's what I'll be working on tomorrow. And as you know, if you want to check out more, look at the financial models tab at the top of smarthelping.com. I've built hundreds of startup financial models across many industries. This is my main, this is when I talk about all these billables, this is the kind of stuff I'm actually doing, the kind of work building financial models for different clients. And these are all templates that you could check out and purchase. I sell them all in a big bundle too, Super Smart Bundle for $4.99. There's everything in there, including Smart Helping Plus custom sheets. It's a pretty good deal if you are into finance or just want to see some different frameworks in Excel for uh, financial model or startup modeling. Um, I do all kinds of so industry specific models, SaaS, real estate underwriting, joint venture waterfalls. I've done a lot of work here. This is some of my most valuable work. Um, General business valuation, accounting tools, activity-based costing model. I was super happy with the 13-week cash flow planner. Super useful for essentially any business. But I just build all kinds of stuff in Excel, so check it out. Lots of stuff to learn here, and I'll see you guys on the next one.